Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. So we have this boosted summoning event, but not a double times boosting. So very important that we put that out there in the very beginning of this video. So what is the boost here? We have a 10 times chance at the normal percentage pulls of getting these champions. I actually do not have any of these legendaries, so I figured, you know what? A, I'm a content creator. I didn't have a video ready for today. B, I have some shards available. And C, I'm going to open them all for you today because, hey, I would love Altan, especially he's my #1 target in today's video. But truthfully, all of these champions are decent, right? I think that Ignatius is probably the one that I'm second most interested in. He's a really solid kind of damage dealer, but he is defense based as well. Really nice to have that in his kit. However, I need the least help in Ogren tribes in my faction wars, so kind of weird there. However, I do need a lot of help with Knight Revenant from Solus. So maybe we will get Solus, and Sepulture Sentinel is the only epic in the game, I think the only epic I don't have on my account. So I figured, you know what, this is actually a pretty good one for me personally. However, again, I would advise you guys, especially if you're new to the game, you're way better off in terms of bang for your buck, your value. Wait for double times shard opening events. Save your shards. Do not use them on events like this unless you specifically are just dying for one champion. But even if that's the case, just recognize and realize that I am doing this for content as well as a content creator, okay guys? So I'm gonna open every shard I have. 57 Ancients, 26 Voids, and we'll end with 2 Sacreds. Here we go, starting out with the first 10 Ancient Shards. We'll see if we can get lucky right out the gate here. We got a Miscreated Monster. We got an Alika. I think that Miscreated Monster is the best. It's hard to say the best, right? But definitely top 3 epic champion in the game. We do have him and a couple dupes already. Frozen Banshee, certainly one of the better rares in the game, especially for Clan Boss. Ultra Nightmare, viable rare. Valerie, I've mentioned a lot for early game. Really good for early game. She has a good support champion, and she's also farmable, so that's always a plus as well. So as you guys would expect, no luck so far. Let's see, Gnarlhorn. A bunch of kind of mediocre rares for the most part here. We get a Taurus. You're blocking him, but we get a Taurus down there in the bottom left. Get a Galka as well. Let's go ahead and keep opening here. I will review some of these champions as I pull them, but no one who really sticks out at me other than Miscreated Monster thus far, and you guys are probably familiar with what he does. Marked is really good as well. She is the only rare that has an AoE, block debuffs, and an increased defense, strong version on a 3-turn cooldown. So increased defense, 60% on 3-turn cooldown is the only one rare in the game with that ability, and it is Marked. I'm gonna go ahead and make some room. I will be right back. All right, 17 Ancients left and 26 Voids, and then 2 Sacred. So here we go. This is the part of the video where I wonder if I'm gonna pull any legendaries. Of course, the odds are against me, as you guys know. Vrask, one of the better healers in the game. Certainly for an epic. There we go! There we go! And we get, oh, hey, check that out. We don't get, isn't it weird how all these 10 times events, we don't actually get one of the actual 10 times. Like the last few times I've done one of these. So this is a Grohawk the Bloodied, and Grohawk is not a great legendary champion. He's Orc Affinity, and I think I'm at stage 20 in Orc Faction Crypts, so he could help me in that regard. First, let's start with his aura. Increase ally speed in dungeons by 24%. Not bad. Very good. Let's go ahead and take base speed at 96, by the way. Attacks 2 times at random. Each has a 35% chance, make it a 50% chance of placing a decreased speed. Okay, not bad, having at random targets. An AoE on the A2. Fills his chamber turn meter by 20% for each enemy under a decreased speed debuff. Okay, so already seeing that maybe that's on his A3, or he needs to be paired with a decreased speed champion. Yep, okay. Attacks 1 enemy and steals the target's turn meter on a 4-turn cooldown. Pretty cool. I wonder what his multipliers are. Does anybody have Grohawk the Bloodied? Again, one of the coolest looking champions, I want to say, in the game. Let me make myself a little bit smaller here. One of the coolest looking champions in the game. However, I have to say, maybe in line for a buff. We will see. I don't know how hard he hits. Let me know again if you own him. I would be super curious to hear from you guys in the comments. He is an attack-based champion. Doesn't jump out the screen at me as like, wow, I'm so amazing. This is so awesome. But, you know, that's a pretty bad Ash axe that he has there as well. So that is a Grohawk the Bloody. Now, by the way, guys, in the next, not the next patch, but the one after that, or is it the next one? I don't know. I talked about it in 2 videos ago, but there's going to be major champion rebalancing coming to the game. So I'm really excited for all of the epics or legendaries that I've been holding on to that just aren't that great, that I haven't built out. I'm excited that some of them, maybe a lot of them hopefully, will be receiving buffs. Maybe, who knows, maybe me, maybe you, maybe we're sitting on the next kind of Dracomorph or the next Mashaled champions that were kind of crap, and then they turned into some of the best legendaries or the best champions inside the entire game. So, excited about that. It looks like we are not going to get Sepulture Sentinel here in this video, which is unfortunate, but you can't complain about getting a legendary. For another Frozen Banshee, and the Ancients will wrap up. Hey, no. All right, so we get Vergis. Vergis actually also got a buff, and I think he's underrated right now. He has a passive that plays a shield on this champion, 10% of their max HP for 2 turns, whenever this champion loses 10% or more of their max HP from a single hit. Also has a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 2 turns every time his HP drops below 50%, and that's on a 1-turn, passive when booked out. So that's really solid. He was a crappy epic, and now he has that really good passive, and he has a continuous heal, increased speed, and reflect damage buff on target ally for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Also has ally protect on all allies except this champion for 2 turns, and a 60% increased defense on himself. He's very difficult to kill now, Vergis. So good champion. People don't talk about him enough, and it's because he used to suck. So now we have 25 voids to open up here, guys. Let's kind of go through them quickly. We won't take a long look at any of these champions today, unless it's a legendary, of course, or a void who I think is really good, just to keep the video moving here. So let me know, guys, by the way. This is the area of the video which I always do in chart opening videos, where I ask you guys, have you pulled any shards lately? And again, I feel like I always am obliged to give multiple disclaimers. Hold them to a 2x event, unless you're just a dirty gemmer like me. A dirty, no good, rotten gemmer. And so we get a Whisper. She was an Amazon Prime champion. I did one guide on Whisper initially. Wasn't really happy with that guide the day she was released or whatever. And then I did another guide on her. Put her in some of my best gear. And safe to say, she does a lot of damage, man. She can hit for quite a bit of damage. I want to say she was hitting for around 200k, around that, maybe a little bit shy of that. So let's see. Vanguard, I got 16 left, 15 left. And then I'm going to try to remind myself to actually see what I was able to get in terms of rewards from the Champion Chase tournament that's going on right now, or event, or whatever it is, that usually coincides with these 10 times events or the double events. All right, so we got a Man-Eater. I'm sure a lot of you guys could use another Man-Eater or a Man-Eater. Definitely a really solid champion because of his unkillable and his block debuffs ability on his A3, and that's a key component in a lot of unkillable compositions against Clan Boss, especially Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. He is I have 2 of them on my Ultra Nightmare team. So really solid champion. Good, decent champion for dungeons as well. Decent champion for arena as well. Just a really good champion in Man-Eater. Next we have more rares here. No legendaries yet, no Soulless. We got Daywalker. We have 2 Sacreds at the end of all this as well, guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We got another Skirmisher here. We get 6 left. And here we go. Hollow. I hear my son downstairs doing something he's not supposed to do. All right, we got 5 left. I'm going to have to make room, I think, for some of these champions. All right, Confessor. Got 3 more left here. I don't think I have space for the other Bellower. You guys know Bellower AoEs on all of his abilities. Great in a stun set. great nuker, great support, great pretty much everything. All right, so we need to make space for 4 champions. Be right back. All right, 4 more coming, guys. 2 voids, 2 sacreds. Here we go. Void number 1 is a rare. Void number 2 is, you think I'll get a legendary out of the sacreds, guys? What do I have, a 4% chance or something? Or is it 8? Is 8 double? 6, right in between. Here we go. 6% chance. Can we get incredibly lucky? Nope. Nope. All right, Oathbound. Here we go. We're looking for a Sepulture. We're looking for a, you know, any of those legendaries. Here we go. And I'll take any legendary. Oh, yes, we got one. We got Altan. The last pull of the video again. Are you kidding me? It happened again. We have a knack for the last pull of the video getting the champion that we're really looking for. I swear. It's pretty crazy. And if it's not the last pull of the video, this dirty gemmer will just buy some more shards and be like, oh, we're going to extend the video. He has a decreased attack on this A1, which is exactly what we're looking for from a defense-based champion for Clan Boss. On the A2, he has the attack 1 enemy, has the increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 20% of their max HP if this attack kills an enemy based off defense on a 3-turn cooldown. Really, really solid ability. So you can see the decreased attack on his A1, and then all this stuff on the A2. Really, really solid with increased defense as well. Revives a random ally with 30% HP every time this champion kills an enemy. Resets the cooldown of this champion's skills if this champion kills an enemy and all allies are alive. Really cool Fiery Rebirth ability for dungeons as well. And for the arena, increased ally defense in all battles by 33%. There's no doubt about it. Altan, definitely one of the best champions in the game. I am very lucky. I wish you guys luck as well. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.